Well, we want to welcome you to the 2021 Irondequoit High School Virtual Athletics Ceremony. My name is Schon, and I have the great pleasure to serve as the Athletic Director as well as the Director of Physical Education and Health here at West Irondequoit. Also here joining us today is Jeff DiVeronica, our Director of Public Information. Jeff, great to have you.
Thanks for having me back, Kim.
Yeah, for sure. So the Athletic Awards ceremony is designated for the student athlete to be celebrated and receive acknowledgement for their achievements this school year. The athletes receiving scholarships and awards here today are a representation of all the great players, coaches, and teams that make up our entire athletic community. And I would just like to take this opportunity to thank our Board of Education, Superintendent, District Leadership Team for their continuous support of athletics. And I'll tell you, this year was a year like no other, Jeff, if I can say it. And I want to just say compliment to our student athletes and our coaches for their dedication, their passion, and their resilience, definitely in a year of constant fluidity and multiple changes last minute.
I'm thinking, going back to the fall, you got the go-ahead to go, and then wondering, like, when's it going to get stopped? When is something going to happen where we're not going to have the fall season? It's going to get discontinued, and that never happened. A lot of that's because of our coaches and our athletes being, I guess, smart with their masking. And think about that. They played sports with their masks on. So props to you guys for doing that, and you gals. And then the winter, like, when will it start? And it finally did.
Yeah, we went through this crazy scramble to get fall, working through some uncertainty, some nervousness. And, it's just crazy to think about a 2x2 piece of cloth. And as an athletic director, that's something that I never thought. I mean, concussion protocol, sure. Like hydration and heat index maybe, but managing this little baby square piece of cloth, I never thought was something that I was going to do. Definitely something they don't train and prepare you for, but I thought our student athletes were absolutely phenomenal, thinking of ways to, be smart because they wanted to continue sports after especially having that time frame of having nothing.
Right.
And then making a commitment, I thought, to holding one another accountable as teammates through the season, not only when we're at practice, but also off the field. So I thought that was really great. So we get all, jazzed up. We're into fall. We're taking it day by day, and we complete it successfully. And then we have this weird lull of time, and then it's what's a high-risk sport, what's a low-risk sport. And then those fall sports that traditionally would happen in, August, October.
Volleyball, football.
Yeah, and it's like, where do they fall in? So that kind of takes us over to winter.
To January and finally getting things going. And again, in a matter of about a weekend when they gave us time to say, okay, we're going to start, plan it all out. And, to me, the testament to the whole thing was you're only as strong as your weakest link. They say that in team sports all the time, right? And this was the case with COVID where if you had a weak link that got sick or had to be quarantined, it could wipe out the whole team. So that whole thing about keep each other accountable was really important because, again, if you had a weak member of your team, it could ruin the whole season. So really glad to see that didn't happen for any of our teams, and they got through it. And, the good winter, I guess that'd be fall too, where volleyball made it to the finals. Boys basketball had a terrific season. Making it back to a championship game. A lot of great success stories. We're going to tell you about some of those as we keep moving forward here. And obviously spring, a couple of great seasons too with baseball and softball too, making it all the way to the semifinals and being 1 and 2 seeds.
Yeah, and then I think just kind of the craziness of traditionally going from a 3-season schedule to having 4 seasons and
no breaks
and things overlapping, and then coaches coaching multiple sports and student athletes playing 4 sports at some point of 4 seasons. And I think just the communication, the planning, and really just putting our student athletes first was definitely at the forefront of conversations that we were having with coaches and families as student athletes were trying to decide, where do I make my commitment? Because I'm technically in 2 seasons right now. And, it's so crazy as we just recently ended this past weekend with the sectionals of, our baseball, softball, and track, and those things are winding down. Having that first day of no buses and no after school practices and stuff, and just taking the time to reflect and just be thankful for the year that we had, those opportunities and then just conversations with our student athletes and families and coaches as what we learned through it and how it stretched us and grew us. So I'm really excited to kick off this award ceremony. And Jeff, you're going to lead us off with the first announcer for our first award.
Yeah, and I want to give props to football having a great regular season too, and
Yes.
track what they just did. We'll talk about that as the show progresses. So it's
Yeah.
a tremendous job all year long. Here to announce our first award today is Casey Nealon, intern principal at Irondequoit, assistant principal at Irondequoit High School.
The Markenna Award celebrates student achievement in the classroom. This award is named in memory of a lifelong West Irondequoit teacher, coach, and early 1980s athletic director, Mark Vienna. It is awarded annually to 6 student athletes, 3 females and 3 males, with the highest 7 semester averages throughout their academic careers, in the category of 1 sport, 2 sport, and 3 sports. This year's winners are as follows. Female for 1 sport is Ellen Patterson for swimming. In the 2 sport category for field hockey and Nordic ski is Claire Steckley. And finally, for the female category for 3 sports is our own Colleen Teitler for cross country, basketball, and track. Congratulations, Ellen, Claire, and Colleen. In the male sport category for 1 male sport is David Vanille for volleyball. Michael Wagner is the 2 sport winner for Nordic ski and cross country. And finally, for 3 sports is Rowan McGuinn for football, basketball, and lacrosse. Congratulations, David, Michael, and Rowan, and congratulations to all of our student athletes.
Well, thank you, Casey, and just congratulations to our award winner there. Obviously, there's 2 parts, the student and the athlete kind of all coming together, so that award's just a great acknowledgement of that. Here to announce our next award, we'd like to welcome Superintendent Dr. Aaron Johnson.
Hello, I'm excited to present this year's Superintendent Leadership Award to Sonny Mortellero and Barbie Smith. Both Sonny and Barbie have been very deeply involved in unified athletics. Barbie has been a volleyball player, and both are known for their smiles, energy, and enthusiasm, picking up other players when they're down, and just being a spark plug for their team. So happy to have both of them as Irondequoit Eagles, wishing them the best in their future endeavors. And I just want to say thank you, Barbie and Sonny, for being the people that you are.
Thanks, Dr. Johnson. Our next award is the Andrew Atanazi Scholarship. It is presented annually to an outstanding student who exemplifies traits such as leadership, academic focus, and diligence. This year's Andrew Atanazi Award goes to senior Jake O'Sullivan, backup forward on the basketball team and a standout hitter on the Section 5 runner-up volleyball team. Congratulations, Jake. Kim, what's up next?
Up next, we have another scholarship, the Jimmy Davico Memorial Scholarship. And here to announce that for us today is an IHS alum, graduate of the class of 1983, Michael Finn.
Hello, my name is Michael Finn, and I'm a 1983 graduate of West Irondequoit High School, and I'm one of the founders of the Jimmy Davico Memorial Scholarship Fund in partnership with his family. We built this scholarship in the memory of my best friend at IHS, who along with his new wife Jennifer was tragically taken from us in an accident much too early in life. Jimmy was a special young man that was a great athlete and basketball player at Irondequoit, but was also incredibly charismatic, a great leader, and a caring son, brother, and friend to us. We search each year to find a student athlete at IHS that we believe is worthy of the Jimmy Davico Scholarship. And this year, we are happy to announce that student is Ethan Reister. Ethan's application and letters of recommendation were exceptional, and we are happy to be a part of helping him achieve his academic goals at Lehigh University. Ethan is clearly more than just an athlete with an exceptional academic record. He shared with us his inspiring story of his young life to date, the obstacles he has overcome, his dedication to his mom, and his seemingly endless pursuit of making the world a better place. We wish Ethan and his family the best, and we are proud to be a part of Ethan's journey in awarding this scholarship. Congratulations, Ethan.
Thank you to the Davico family for sponsoring the scholarship. To announce our final scholarship is assistant girls basketball and softball coach Steve Crescetti. Steve's one of the many coaches on our staff that help us throughout the year report on social media the results of nightly from our teams. The media doesn't cover high school sports locally the way they used to, so we said let's get our coaches to get it to us and put it on social media so we can prop up our students and our coaches and our team. So thanks to Steve and all the other coaches that have communicated with us to get the word out about the great accomplishment. So it's the Corey Cardone Memorial Scholarship.
My name is Steve Crescetti, and I'm on the board of directors of the Corey P. Cardone Memorial Basketball Tournament and Scholarship Committee. In the 20 years of the tournament, we've been able to contribute over $80,000 to the West Irondequoit basketball programs, the Irondequoit Basketball Club, and West Irondequoit Athletic Department. 2 years ago, we created 2 scholarships to be awarded each year to 2 deserving varsity senior basketball players, as well as continuing to donate funds to the basketball programs. The Corey P. Cardone Memorial Scholarship was created in memory of Corey Cardone, son of Chris Cardone and his wife Roxana. Chris, of course, is a longtime basketball coach on the boys' side. Corey passed away in 1999 of a congenital illness at the age of 14. The scholarship is partnered with the long-running Corey P. Cardone Memorial Basketball Tournament, held each February in Irondequoit, which honors the memory of Corey and his love for basketball. The purpose of the scholarship is to honor 2 graduating seniors who participated in varsity basketball and who exemplify the true spirit of student athlete. In order to be considered for the scholarship, the student must excel in the classroom, possess a strong work ethic, demonstrate leadership in the community, and show acts of kindness. The scholarship fund will provide a $750 gift to each of the 2 deserving student athletes. The board of directors are pleased to award this year's scholarships to 2 outstanding student athletes who excel in the classroom, athletics, and in the community. This year's recipients of the Corey P. Cardone Memorial Scholarships are Leah Mehmet and Jake O'Sullivan. Congratulations to both of these fine young student athletes.
Thank you, Steve. Here to announce our next award is Nordic ski coach Ann Burns. And I just want to take a moment to do a little shout out to Nordic. This year, being one of the low risk sports that got that green light to get started in their typical time, coach was ready to go. Oftentimes you'll see them waxing up skis, and I've been dying to get on the roller skis, but we have to do a lot of preliminary dry land that I
We really don't want you to be down for the count of broken leg
right.
for a couple
So
months.
yeah,
So.
she's like, on behalf of all the coaches, we're gonna keep you off the roller skis this season. But just compliments to the Nordic team and all the training that they do. Highest numbers ever this year,
Participation
and
is great, yeah.
some awesome weather and some snow for them to actually ski on. So it was great to see them. So Ann's up next, and she's gonna announce the Maynard Hall Award.
The Maynard Hall Award is a coach's award presented to a senior female and male. Maynard Hall was a revered Irondequoit High School staff member who encouraged the importance of team before self. The award winners have participated in 2 or more varsity sports and demonstrated sportsmanship, a positive attitude, desire, and effort. This year, our winners are Colleen Teitler and Rowan McGuinn. Congratulations.
Thanks, Ann. Here to announce our next award is varsity boys lacrosse coach, another IHS graduate, Aaron Battazzo.
Hello everybody, I'm Aaron Battazzo, head boys lacrosse coach here at Irondequoit High School, and it's my pleasure to announce the Blue and Gold Awards. The Blue and Gold Awards are presented to individual student athletes who have participated in athletics for 12 consecutive seasons throughout their high school career. We're pleased to highlight these multi-sport athletes for their accomplishments over their athletic careers here at IHS. Liam Amat, Calvin Nigley, Paul Tuttle, Colleen Teitler, Emma Palumbo, Nick Calarco, Marcus Harris, Malik Christensen, Nori Murray, Ronnie Garrow, Brian Friedel, Jaleel Davis, and Jason Elder. Congratulations, guys, and good luck with your future. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach Battazzo. What I really love about the Blue and Gold Awards is, just how they take time to speak to and acknowledge our multi-sport athletes and just all the valuable things that happen when you play multiple sports.
Yeah, we have a good-sized district, but it's great to have kids who play multiple sports to really fortify our rosters. And I've heard from years and years of talking to coaches about how you learn different skills in different sports. And the player that learns how to cut in lacrosse, it helps them make a better soccer player trying to cut in front of goal too. And the same thing with basketball. There's so many different just muscle memory you learn that can help you in multiple sports. And one of the most famous Jay Conan had brought up to us was Abby Wambach judging headers in soccer. Well, she grew up trying to pull rebounds off the basketball rim, and that was she kind of could judge a flight of ball through that. So But how about unified sports too? We gotta mention them.
Yes, love unified sports. Was so glad to see them back in action. In the spring, they lost unified basketball last season due to the pandemic, and this year we were able to go back to back, kicking it off with unified bowling, and then just transitioning right into unified basketball season. So I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you to Kelly Maroney. Kelly teaches phys ed in the high school and leads an inclusive physical education section, which just really thrived this year and has a lot of that foundation that we draw from for partners and athletes for our unified sports. Kelly's also our unified bowling coach. So their season was great, which led right into unified basketball, coached by Jeff Lancey and Lauren Seeley. And a big thank you to all of our partners, just kind of how we've been able to watch them grow as the athlete and the partner individually in their skills and then together in their relationships. So definitely like some memorable moments, especially those senior nights this year, and just everything that unified sports brings. Not only for that program, but for our school community as a whole.
If you've never been to a unified game, basketball or bowling, please check one out next year when we're back to what we think will be normal. It will leave an impression on you for sure. Speaking of leaving an impression, Athletes of the Year, Kim.
Yeah, this is probably one of our most prestigious awards, something that as an athlete, you're kind of thinking about in the back of your head as you're training and developing over your years here at Irondequoit Athletics. So an Athlete of the Year here is an individual who consistently demonstrates technique, superior skill, and performs at an elite level within their sport. A performer who has been collectively nominated and voted upon by each varsity head coach here at West Irondequoit. And this year, the pool of nominees was extremely competitive, and that's just an indicator of strength of our athletic programming and all the hard work put forth by athletes and coaches. So after much deliberation and lengthy conversation as to where we landed this year, a year like none other, it was determined to award that Athlete of the Year to specific players. So we're going to talk first about our female Athlete of the Year. And this year, we're going to highlight that athlete, and then Jeff's going to kick some stats back just to kind of paint a picture for their year in sports this year. So it is my honor to be able to announce that our female Athlete of the Year this year for 2020-2021 is Candace Tytler. Candace, congratulations to you, and Jeff, why don't you kick us off with that summary?
She does one thing, right? She runs, but she runs at an elite level. She won her second straight All Greater Rochester title for Democrat and Chronicle, which is we've never even had one in school history. She now won AGR Cross Country Run of the Year twice in a row. Two-time Class A champion in cross country. She's a two-time Section 5 Runner of the Year, two times All-State in cross country, and actually in the fall, she finished 17th at the East Coast Championships, which were a collection of 60 elite runners from the East Coast, and she finished 17th. So a tremendous fall by Candace, and indoor was really weird. You had to kind of wait for it to go, and then she went. We had a tremendous representation for boys and girls indoor. Some football players on the indoor track team, right? But she won the 1500 in the Wayne Finger Lakes Championships. Also, All Greater Rochester again, indoor. Not a lot of athletes. I used to work at the DNC. Get 3 seasons of All Greater Rochester. She will do that when the AGR team comes out in the spring, because you can make a case that even though she was a runner a year in cross country, what her and the track team did this past weekend, outdoor track, was fantastic. She was the outstanding female of the meet in Class A2. She won the 1,500 meters. She won the 3,000, 2 individual races. And then she was a part of 2 relays that not only won, they set school records. One school record stood since 2000, and one stood for about 3 years. But she teamed with her sister, Lizzie Tytler, Aubrey Smith, and Lucy Graziano. And Lucy's a sophomore, and the other 2 were 8th graders. And Candace is only a junior. So she has a bright future ahead of her next year at IHS and beyond. So congratulations to Candace on a fantastic junior season, and congrats to all the nominees. It was a great group of athletes that went through some trying times. So you persevered and showed up plenty of grit.
So for our next award and our final award here tonight, we're going to announce the Mal Athlete of the Year, another great pool of nominees. And this young man has excelled in multiple sports here, and it's just been really fun to watch him be in the spotlight on multiple different scenes. So it is really my honor to announce our Mal Athlete of the Year for 2020-2021, Jaleel Davis.
Yes, sir. Jaleel Davis. Boy, what a pleasure to watch him. Just really mature the last couple seasons, too. But he was, let's go in chronology, right, which is weird. We're going to start in the basketball season because he didn't have a football season in the fall. He was the go-to defender. When they needed a tough bucket, get Jaleel the ball. Obviously, the guys around, Keenan was fantastic. But, you know, when they needed to shut somebody down, they put Jaleel Davis on him. And he could score. The runners in the lane, getting tough rebounds. I mean, that's your sport, basketball. It was fun to watch him play, wasn't it?
Yeah, just that grit and that tenacity on the court. And it almost was like he just had one speed, fast, and he was just everywhere. Everywhere he looked, he was just around. And that really scrappy style of play was super fun to watch on the basketball court.
And, you know, he would guard guys that were like 6'4". And I stood up next to him once.
Reminder for any juniors who are still in the building and have ordered a class t-shirt, please come and see Ms. James in room 1220 to pick it up. Thank you.
I'll pictures up so I can just slide it.
Okay.
Say, how much fun was it to watch him play?
Yeah.
Okay.
We should be done with bells.
Okay.
Okay.
Go for it.
Kim, how much fun was it to watch him play this year?
Yeah, it was so fun. And I think, you know, just on that defensive side, playing basketball and coaching myself, just knowing that you could count on that. Every time you're putting Jaleel out there, you're getting tenacity, you're getting grit, and it was almost like he just had one speed, fast, so he would literally just be everywhere on the court. So super energetic, fun style of play to watch.
And I love the fact that he would guard guys that are like 6'4". I remember standing next to him one time on the sideline going, come here, I want to stand next to you. Like, you're guarding a guy that's like 6'4" against Mendon. What are you doing? And he's doing it well. So a great basketball season. They went all the way back to the championship game and lost to a really good Pittsburgh Mendon team in a game that could have been decided. It was decided in the final 30 seconds. And then we moved to football. And talk about playmaker and getting the ball, whether it was, again, he had 2 pick sixes for touchdowns. He ran, he had a total of 826 all-purpose yards for a team that won its division, went 6-0 in the regular season, was the number 1 seed. 530 yards rushing, led the team in with 11 touchdowns, 6 rushing the ball, a lot out of the Wildcat, get the ball to Jaleel and get out of the way. 3 receiving touchdowns, and he was certainly a favorite target of Nick Calarco on 3rd down and when they needed to get some yards. And again, those 2 pick sixes on defense. So he was kind of the engine of this team. And it was a team that I don't think a lot of people thought could do a lot, but they surprised a lot of folks, probably even themselves, and it made it all the way to the semifinals with a 6-0 regular season. So that was great, just a tremendous football season. And then literally the next weekend, he was playing a football game. I remember the football opener was like 6 days after the Section 5 championship basketball game. And we knew he was going to have a great baseball season, great baseball player, great infielder, good hitter, just tough as nails, Kim.
Yeah, so then we're in that crazy overlap, right? From winter to fall 2, and then our final overlap, jumping into spring baseball, literally the day after football ended, and just another great season, not only for Jaleel, but our team as a whole.
Yes, 16-4 on the season, all the way number 2 seed, won the division again. Coach Joey Kuhn, 2 years in a row as the head coach, 2 division titles. In fact, with Coach Kuhn and Jaleel in the lineup, Jaleel was shortstop this year, second base as a sophomore. They've gone 17-1 against Monroe County foes in league play. So they made it all the way to the semifinals, had a great season. Again, with only 2 players on that team, Jaleel being one that had previous varsity experience. Jaleel was certainly a leader, a guy at the top of the lineup that was dangerous and certainly reliable on the field. So to me, I don't think it surprises anybody that Jaleel Davis is the athlete of the year on the boys' side.
Yeah, I'd agree. And I just think that I just want to say congratulations again to both Candace and Jaleel representing our athletic community as the athletes of the year this year. And so that kind of closes our ceremony for today. And just a big congratulations again to all of our student athletes and teams on a very successful year in athletics. one that despite stats and records and odds, taught us so many unforgettable things and led to so many memories. And I'm just really proud to be a part of the Irondequoit Eagles family. And I just want to say a special thank you again to our coaches who put so much time into our athletic programs, especially now trying to close the gap from having minimal off seasons and prepare our student athletes really quickly for competition. And we couldn't forget, of course, our families and our parents, the ones that support us at all around the clock at so many moments, getting geared up and being patient with us as we navigated some spectator limits and live streaming and doing all the things that it takes to really put our student athletes at the center of attention.
I think one thing we all learned this past 14, 15 months has been to appreciate what we have. And I just want to say we appreciate you because you haven't had a break since probably mid-January. Every weekend, every weeknight, something going on, a lot of schedules, a lot of sanitizing stations and all that good stuff, temperature checks. So bravo to you, Kim, for pulling it off. I know that no one prepared you for this as an athletic administrator, but you did it, so well done by you.
Thanks, Jeff. And so in a final closing, thank you to everyone who contributes, and we wish a safe and healthy summer. Congratulations to our seniors. Good luck next year. Come back and visit. We love having that alumni presence. I think it's really something that makes our community great. And Jeff, thanks for doing this with me today. Always fun to have you on the set, and go Eagles.
Go Eagles. Have a great summer.